Call this meeting to order. Just want to make a couple of notes here. We are live on our Facebook timeline, not in our regular site. So those of you watching at home, you will hopefully you tell people and then come watch us on the timeline. We're not on the regular spot. There's a benefit dance, May 11th at the Oxford Legion for the Pettigrew family. Also, town cleanup for Earth Day continues on, and it'll be running until Saturday. Get out there, collect some garbage, send pictures to Crystal at town, and you can post it. Thank you. Okay, I'd like to call this meeting of the Oxford Town Council to order. First off, I'd like to welcome our guests. We've got in the gallery tonight, we've got Mark Russians from Six Rivers News and from Oxford Pioneer Society. No, Oxford Old Seniors. Oxford Seniors. I'm older. The Oxford Seniors Club, we have Sharon Rogers, Bob Hunsley, Debbie Weigel, Bev Clark, Betty Hunsley, Debbie Dickey, John Beaton, and Joy Beaton. Welcome. Okay, first off, I need a motion to approve the agenda.
So move.
Seconder?
Second.
Moved by Councillor Jones, seconded by Councillor Black. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. You've all got a copy of the minutes from the last meeting in your package. Any errors or omissions? I will declare them approved as submitted. Moving right along, new business. 4.1 video surveillance policy, request for approval. Linda.
Okay, thank you. So the video surveillance policy, this was mentioned at our last council meeting back in March. A draft was drawn up and discussed a bit at our previous meeting. What started it is staff have experienced a few issues in the past that's put in awkward positions to de-escalate some situations here at the town hall. The town staff has been through some de-escalating courses to help manage, but also those courses were held for other municipalities and they were still experiencing some of the same situations. Most of them have video surveillance in their area for safety, health and safety of the staff. So we have installed a video surveillance system. The purpose of the video surveillance system is to record video only to identify people being served at the counter in the event of a disagreement or an abusive incident, and for security reasons after normal business hours. The system may also serve as a complement to our insurance policy coverage as well. So we're looking for a formal motion to adopt that policy.
I'd like to make that motion.
Okay, moved by Councillor Jones, second by Councillor McNutt, that we adopt policy as submitted. All those, any questions? There are no questions. We'll put it to the vote. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Contrary minded, motion carried. Next up, 4.2, boards and committees, revisions made, and we need approval on them.
That's correct. Thank you. Jump right in.
Jump right in, don't wait for me.
So some changes made to our 2024-25 boards and committees. We are looking at our accessibility committee. Just a few things to note. Our chair, Josephine McDonald, is now our vice chair. Danielle Laurie is now the chair of our accessibility committee. And we also had a new volunteer come forward, Amanda Purdy, to walk up to the committee. We also established a Communities in Bloom committee. And on that committee, we have Councillor Black, Ashlyn Brunel, Chelsea Brunel, Amanda Purdy, Maxine Clark, and Al Clark as volunteers as well. So that committee's up and running and we're moving forward. Also to note, on the bottom, under committees external, the Intermunicipal Poverty Reduction Advisory Committee is no longer established. So we would like to strike that from our list of boards and committees. So those are the changes.
Can one overall motion cover those?
Yes.
Someone like to make a motion?
Those changes.
Okay, moved by Councillor McNutt, second by Deputy Mayor McDonald. All those, any questions? All those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Next up, dangerous and unsightly report. Yes.
So this item here has been a hot topic the last month, ever since spring has sprung and the snow is gone and properties have unveiled. So So every property, and this is regarding the Municipal Government Act. I just want to explain the process a little bit to what's going on in the office, what we can do. So under dangerous and unsightly premises regarding the MGA, every property in a municipality shall be maintained so as not to be dangerous or unsightly. And also, the administrator shall at least twice per year table a public report to the council describing the status of dangerous or unsightly property orders, including remedial progress made regarding properties for which orders were issued pursuant to this part. So we're going to start that reporting. Then, also to note how we do this. The first step to report a dangerous and unsightly property is all complaints must come in written format, signed by a resident of the town. They have to come into this office via email. They can drop it in the mailbox here at the town hall. They can drop it off at the town hall, or they can mail us a letter as well. From that complaint, we would then put together a property inspection. We will take pictures and then kind of assess the situation as well, okay? Initial notice will then be sent to the property owners if deemed that it's deemed dangerous or unsightly from the staff person. They would have between 50 to 30 days to follow up on the initial letter, depending on the situation, how severe it is. Determination if a cleanup is required. An estimate of cost of the cleanup will be presented, as council will then need to approve the cleanup order. A notice to the owner of the cleanup will happen, and then an owner invoiced for the costs or lien placed on properties, how it works. So right now, we have 8 sites that are deemed dangerous and unsightly. There's one on James Street, we have Meadow Lane, Elm Street, Duke Street, George Street, Handle Street, and I have 2 sites on Buckwash Road. So we will start report coming up in the near future to start the process, and then one in the fall, how things are going as well. So at least 2. So I just wanted to explain the process, as there's been a lot of calls and questions. There is a little bit we can do, legal can be involved, and we can put liens and stuff onto the properties if they don't follow through. So.
Anyone have any questions for Linda regarding this? Go ahead, Councilor Jones.
When you say staff, who is the staff person?
I'm the administrator.
You're the administrator. And those 8 documents that you mentioned, did we get letters?
We got emails or letters on each of those that started the initial
They're hard to take, okay?
sign and date it.
It's kind of a gray area, because what I deem unsightly.
There's things I have to look at. And if
Right.
Yeah, there's some, you worry about being picked on, like
Right.
perhaps a neighbor war or something like that.
Right,
So,
because
yeah,
there's a couple I drive by and I think that's unsightly, but then we don't keep anything in our yard, like, so I don't think everyone should maybe.
And somebody could have a project to enhance their.
Right,
environment.
right.
Maybe they took sick to, so there could be scenarios.
Right.
As
Yeah,
long as there's not a
very-
trip hazard or,
Right.
a kid could fall into a hole or something like that.
Hmm.
Well, there's spray on them, there's just, no.
Yeah.
So,
But every situation is different. Yeah.
So,
Yes, we're doing something, and I just want to say, every time I do approach someone, I try to do that first visit, like just the talk, and quite often, it's at the top level, they will clean up.
Right.
But also some of them are feeling picked on,
Mhm.
and that's why I wanted to have this tonight, to show we have 8 properties, it's not one person being picked on, everybody is being looked at, this lens, so.
Good.
okay, no more questions.
And we do have a bylaw, just so everybody knows, it is online.
Yeah.
It's called the Building and Grounds Maintenance Bylaw. If anyone wants to look, Oxford does have their own dangerous and unsightly bylaw.
very good.
That's enough.
Okay, thank you. I see there's no correspondence. So, next we're going in camera. Those of you at home should know by now, when we go in camera, we shut down the broadcast and we come back to you after we've discussed. And usually in camera means acquisition, sale, lease, and security of municipal property, as well as personnel. So we're going to disappear for a bit and we will be back later. I need a motion when I move. So move, seconder,
I'll second.
move and second, all those in favor of going in camera? Motion carried, we're going in camera at 6:10. The agenda here.